special presentation of BroadcastSport.net. BroadcastSport.net is proud to present the 2013 Indiana High School Athletic Association Softball Tournament. Today, from Newton Park in Lakeville, Indiana, we give you the Class 3A Sectional 19 Championship game. As 23-5, Mishawaka Marian takes on their rival, the 22-8 St. Joe Indians. Today's game is being brought to you by Mike Sporting Goods, Creative Promotions, the St. Joe Athletic Association, Hoosier Spring, K-Wood Products, Verizon Wireless, Mapletronics Computers, John A. Sibrel and Company, and Fourway.net. Let's head inside Newton Park for coverage of the 2013 IHSAA Softball Tournament right here on BroadcastSport.net. And a pleasant, good late afternoon, everyone. It is a cloudy, overcast day here in Lakeville, Indiana, as BroadcastSport.net proud to present the 2013 IHSAA Softball Tournament. It's Sectional Championship night here in Class 3A Sectional 19, as the 22-8 St. Joe Indians take on the 23-5 Mishawaka Marian. Along with Daryl Yaw, I'm John Overmeyer. Glad to have you along on this Thursday evening as sectional champion will be crowned. And, of course, the winner of this contest will go on to take on either Peru or Twin Lakes, who are also getting ready to play down in Monticello at this hour as well. And, of course, Daryl, it's the old rivalry once again. We like to call this the Holy War on Dirt as St. Joe takes on Marian.
Holy War on Dirt round 2.
Absolutely. This was a game that Marian won by the score of 7-2 back at the DRC Field back just about 3 weeks ago. And obviously last year this is a rematch of an opening game in the tournament down here where St. Joe knocked off Marian 1-0 1 year ago, and I'm sure Marian has not forgotten about that. And we'll see how things transpire here today as St. Joe will be the home team on the scoreboard. Here's the lineup for Mishawaka Marian in today's contest. Jamie Young will lead it off and play second base. Cassie Young will bat second and play center field. Katie Bernard bats third and plays shortstop. Shannon McCarty bats in the cleanup position. She will start in the circle for Marian. Megan Sink bats fifth, and she will be the catcher. Alyssa Hassler will bat sixth, and she will play first base. Kelsey Kyleman will bat seventh, and she will play left field. Devin Smith will bat eighth, and she will play third base. Courtney Kyleman bats ninth, and she will be the right fielder for Marian. For St. Joe, Kelly Welsh will lead it off, and she'll play shortstop. Libby Peterson will bat second and play center field. Sierra McDonald at first base. She'll bat third. Batting cleanup today for St. Joe, Alyssa Gutierrez, and she'll play third base. Maggie Gillis bats fifth and plays second base. Jordan Wolcheski will bat sixth, and she'll be the designated player. Kelly Merzinski will bat seventh and play left field. Madison Drazier will bat eighth, and she will be the catcher. Katie Sapsinski back in the lineup. She will bat ninth, and she will play right field. And Anna Irons, the flex player, and in the circle for the St. Joe Indians. The pitching matchup today is Shannon McCarty at 12-3 with a 2.13 ERA against Anna Irons, who is 14-6 and a 2.256 ERA. So a very good pitching matchup here in the circle down here at Newton Park on a breezy, chilly, and a little bit of a drizzly day here at Newton Park. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the opening pitch sectional championship night on BroadcastSport.net.
Did you know that a thorough eye examination is an important part of your preventative health care, since many eye conditions present no obvious symptoms? A professional eye examination is also critical in the management of other medical conditions such as diabetes and high blood pressure. The doctors at Eye Care Associates of Michiana have the experience and technology to keep your eyes healthy and seeing well. With offices in South Bend and New Carlisle, Eye Care Associates of Michiana offers convenient appointments, the biggest names in fashion eyewear, and the latest advancements in contact lens and surgical options. Visit eyecaremichiana.com today and make a professional eye examination with Dr. Morton, Overly, or Robbins, part of your family's annual health care routine.
Are you in need of quality building materials, friendly advice you can trust, and service you can count on? Look no further than K-Wood Products in South Bend. K-Wood Products is your home for all building materials ranging from dimensional lumber to hardware, windows, doors, and much more. Come on down and visit K-Wood Products at 25785 State Road 2, just 2 miles west of Mayflower Road and across the street from South Bend Motor Speedway. Or give us a call at 574-287-4262.
Mapletronics Computers is the place to find great computers, great service, and really great people. Stop by their showroom located at 2116 West Wilden Avenue in Goshen and see what's new in home and office computing. Their friendly service team is there to help with all of your computer repairs, whether you need a tune-up or a complete format and reinstall. New computers, high-speed DSL, Verizon Air cards, they've got it all. Mapletronics is your hometown store for computers and more. Give them a call at 534-2830 or visit their website at www.mapletronics.com. Back on BroadcastSports.net here at Newton Park in Lakeville, Indiana, as we get set for our sectional championship game. 23-5 Mishawaka Marian taking on 22-8 South Bend St. Joe. The winner wins the sectional, and they go on to the Tuesday night regional, either at Peru or at Twin Lakes. Twin Lakes was a 1-0 winner over Benton Central last night. Peru beat West Lafayette 4-0. That game is scheduled to start at 6 o'clock as well. A couple baseball sectionals have been postponed because of the rain today. The sectional over at Elkhart Memorial and the sectional over at Schreiber Field in LaPorte postponed due to the weather. They'll get those going again tomorrow. We have coverage of the Clay sectional tonight, as we'll have Mishawaka and Penn in one semifinal. The other semifinal will be Clay taking on South Bend Riley. The two winners will come back on Memorial Day night at 7 o'clock for the Class 4A sectional championship over at Clay.
Inning, Mishawaka's up 2-1 over Penn in the baseball.
As we've got Bob Berger and Kevin Kalesia on the call of that contest down there. We'll keep you up to date and also on.
Guess who's logged in already? Major Doug.
Oh, Major Doug, okay. And we got to have Major Doug logged in. It would not be a broadcast without Major Doug, as we are set to go. St. Joe, the home team in their home whites, the Columbia blue socks and the black pants. Marian in their white uniforms with the blue and the black socks.
So I wonder if he was probably logged in early enough to see that unusual pregame that Earl had over on the other diamond.
Oh, that I bet he was. They had a very unusual pregame. They were over on a baseball diamond to our left, and all the girls were on the ground in meditation at their positions that they play, something that we've seen Earl do, and we did stream that for a little while. As we are getting set to go here, as we'll get underway here at 5:57 Eastern Daylight Time. It'll be Jamie Young to lead it off here for Mishawaka Marian. The speedy second baseman steps into the right-handed batter's box. Anna Irons in the circle, 14-6 record, 124 strikeouts and 30 walks this season. And the first pitch is a strike. Umpires Mark McCammon behind the plate. Oscar Rios on the base paths.
Jamie Young's batting .485 with 10 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs, and 14 RBI.
So doing a great job in that leadoff role. And here's the pitch. High fly ball towards left field as Merzinski going back, and that one goes off of the fence on her way to second base, and it's a leadoff double for Jamie Young. Marian's got their first hit of the contest. It is Merzinski in left, Libby Peterson in center, Katie Sapsinski, the right fielder. The infield from third to first for St. Joe, Alyssa Gutierrez, Kelly Welch, Maggie Gillis, and Sierra McDonald. Maddie Drager doing the catching, and Anna Irons in the circle. Nobody out, one on. That brings up Cassie Young, the center fielder.
Anna didn't have quite the competition, but she sure looked tough the other night against CMA.
We'll see what she does here against Marian. Of course, took the loss against the Knights in the 7-2 win by Marian earlier this season. There they call strike to Cassie, and it's 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. No score with a runner on second base here in the top of the first. Irons ready, and the 0-1 pitch. Popped right back towards us. Right off the top of the backstop.
Thought you were going to get that one.
That would have been, we had a couple that came right over the stop last night, rattled around near the press box at LaSalle.
Did you reach out and get them?
No, that was Ben's job.
Well, you know better than that.
Yep. Well, we had 5 hours of softball last night, and even Ben went home early. He was getting a little tired. Here's the 0-2. That's low and outside for a ball. There's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Maybe you had to push carts at Martin's today.
Might have. I don't know. I know he's got to push a few of them next Tuesday. Day of the softball regionals. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Irons. Popped up, third base side. There's Gutierrez as well as Welsh, and it falls just behind George Renner. The count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, windy, chilly, a little misty. Kind of more of an early spring day than some of the temperatures we've had this week. Temperature's supposed to start rebounding a little bit as we get closer to the Memorial Day weekend. 1-2, high fly ball left field. That will back Merzinski up. She does have some room. Jamie will stay at second base, so the F7 That's the first out of the inning with Marian with a base runner.
So play Misty for me.
No, I'm not going to play Misty for you. No. We were talking about Jeff's selection of music that he plays there at LaSalle, and we know, and there was one of the Kirkpatrick grandfather lives in Cutler, Indiana, which is down in Carroll County. We got talking about the Bacon Bowl last night as Katie Bernard steps in, swings and misses. This will be the final Bacon Bowl for my brother-in-law this year, upcoming year.
How can he survive afterwards?
I don't know. Playing for a frying pan, and obviously John Kirkpatrick, who is Christy and Nicole's grandfather, lives in Cutler, Indiana, which is in Carroll County in central Indiana. Here's the 0-1 from Irons. I'm going to launch back to the screen, and it's 0-2. And of course, you know, we had a kind of a joke last night that just, you know, on Friday night in Napanee, if you're going to rob a store in Napanee, you do it on Friday night of a Northwood football game. It's the same way with the Bacon Bowl because all the Carroll County folks are at either Carroll or Delphi. No balls, 2 strikes to Katie Bernard. Pitch in there for a call. 3rd strike as Bernard will go down looking. That's the 2nd out of the inning and the 1st strikeout for Anna Irons. So 2 down, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Shannon McCarty. So McCarty steps in with 2 outs and 1 on here in the top of the 1st.
Not doing my job, I guess. Shannon's batting .365 with 8 doubles, 3 home runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 21 RBI.
Swang through the first pitch, and it's 0-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. The leadoff by Jamie Young, the flyout by Cassie Young, and Bernard going down looking on strikes, and that's why we have 2 outs here in the top of the 1st. Irons with the 0-1, swing and a miss by McCarty, and it's 0-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. McCarty back into that right-handed batter's box.
Playing very deep, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. You have to with Shannon. Swing and a miss and strike. Number 3, and that will end the inning. No runs. There was 1 hit, 1 left on the base paths, and no St. Joe errors. We go to the bottom of the 1st. It's scoreless on BroadcastSport.net.
The company has been helping their clients protect their financial interests. John A. Sibrel & Company gives friendly advice and helps you make the choices you want to make with your money. John A. Sibrel & Company is a member of the Chicago Stock Exchange. For more information on how you can protect your money, give John A. Sibrel & Company a call at 574-232-4854 or see them at 202 South Michigan Street, Suite 824 in South Bend.
The holidays are over, so now is the time to give yourself a gift from Verizon. Right now, get the 4G LTE Lucid by LG free, or the 4G LTE Spectrum 2 by LG for only $49.99 after $50 mail-in rebate debit card. Visit any Verizon store, VerizonWireless.com/holiday, or call 1-800-256-4646. Requires new 2-year activation. Upgrade, early termination, and other fees may apply. Coverage details at VerizonWireless.com.
Back on BroadcastSport.net here at Newton Park in Lakeville, Indiana. We go to the bottom of the 1st inning. No score as St. Joe will come to bat after the leadoff double by Jamie Young. Then Anna Irons got a flyout and 2 strikeouts to end the inning. Kelly Welsh, Libby Peterson, Sierra McDonald will lead it off here for St. Joe in the bottom half of the 1st inning.
Bottom of the 4th is still 2-1 in favor of Mishawaka over at baseball.
The Clay Field tonight with Kevin Kalisha and Bob Berger.
And the Derv.
Oh, yeah, Derb's there tonight.
The world's back on its axis because Derv is there and he's healthy.
Well, he was there when Bob and I did that Clay Elkhart Central game. And
well, that's good.
He goes up to the press box and sings the 7th inning stretch.
I asked him if he had his voice all warmed up.
And he's going to need it tonight because it's a little chilly out there.
I asked him if he'd sing Rawhide with Bob.
Oh, God. No, that was Joe Spinsky, who was the PA for Clay for baseball and also their ticket manager. Bob asked him if he had that in some of his pregame music repertoire. Bob Berger, of course, the former Riley basketball coach. And last night I thought we were going to have I was waiting for Mark Johnson to sign his book last night. He came up to the press box at LaSalle, and we were really ribbing him about his cliches and waiting for that first volume of the Mark Johnson cliche book to come out. Said it's still in publication, so we'll get an autographed copy when it comes out.
So it's in the bank.
Yeah, but it's what he said. Has been in the bank for an awful lot of years. As Kelly Welsh leads it off for St. Joe here in the bottom of the 1st inning.
Kelly's batting .430 with 30 RBIs, 2 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs, 9 walks, and 5 strikeouts.
She takes a pitch up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strike. Shannon McCarty, 12-3 record, 2.13 ERA. 1 ball and no strikes to Kelly Welsh. The pitcher, McCarty's popped up, and that one out of play, back towards the seats and off the protective netting. Some of the fans were trying to reach up like they were going to catch it, but protective netting over the seating area here at Newton Park.
Kirk Young.
Yeah, I wondered. I'm kind of laughing about that one now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kelly Welsh.
He brought the net with him, evidently.
Apparently, and he got it mounted up on the backstop. 1-1 is high for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike.
So four straight nights of baseball here, or softball here.
Yep, getting it done before the holiday weekend. The winner will go to either Twin Lakes or Peru for a 1-game regional on Tuesdays. That one popped up foul ground, and a nice sliding catch made by Jamie Young, who slid over there to record the out for out number 1. So 1 down brings up Libby Peterson, the center fielder.
She's batting .321 with 7 RBI, 3 doubles, a triple, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, hit by a pitch once.
She'll step in with 1 down here in the bottom of the first. That pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1.
Lady Royals lead Northeastern 2-0 at the end of the 3.
Okay. So Hamilton Southeastern over Carmel, is that what you're telling me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Swing and a miss.
Uh-oh, says right here, Hounds take batting practice prior to tonight's sectional game, so
okay.
I'll have to remind them that down there tomorrow night.
There you go. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch just misses off the plate for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Libby Peterson with 1 out in the bottom of the first.
Baseball sectional, West Noble leads Tippy Valley 2-1 at the end of 4.
1-2 pitch. Off speed, a little bit high and outside. That'll square the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. McCarty ready, and the 2-2 pitch outside for ball 3. So after starting Peterson 0-2, loaded up the count full at 3-2. More folks starting to come in here at Newton Park. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3 on a high fastball. That's out number 2 for a strikeout for Shannon McCarty. So 1 down, that brings up Sierra McDonald, the first baseman.
She's batting .368 with 9 doubles, 4 home runs, 7 walks, 6 strikeouts.
And the first pitch to Sierra outside for ball.
And .589 slugging percentage, so that's pretty effective.
That's one of the reasons she's batting in that number 3 slot for St. Joe. 1 ball, no strikes to McDonald. And the pitch. That one going to be poked foul and out of play. Count will be at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Looking at some of the stats for Northridge. Very few home runs. Not a lot of extra base hits.
They just put the ball in play.
Yeah, and they do a lot of small ball, and they just move people around and depend on Haley Nixon to not give up home run balls.
Yeah, which she gave up 3 of them to Riley in that Eagle Invitational a couple Saturdays ago. Even though they won that game, as that one's poked right towards Jamie, and Young will glove it, and that will take care of the Indians here in the first. Nothing across for St. Joe. We have played 1 complete. No score. Marian will come to bat in the top of the second here on BroadcastSport.net.
The holidays are over, so now's the time to give yourself a gift from Verizon. Right now, get the 4G LTE Lucid by LG free, or the 4G LTE Spectrum 2 by LG for only $49.99 after $50 mail-in rebate debit card. Visit any Verizon store, VerizonWireless.com/holiday, or call 1-800-256-4646. Requires new 2-year activation. Upgrade, early termination, and other fees may apply. Coverage details at VerizonWireless.com.
Creative Promotions Incorporated of Elkhart is your only stop for all of your great promotional needs. Call them for your spirit wear, work shirts, clubs, teams, races, or athletic wear needs. Call Earl Keys at Creative Promotions Incorporated at 574-532-5607 for a free quote. At Creative Promotions, our product is promoting yours. That's Creative Promotions at 3112 Lexington Park Drive in Elkhart. Give them a call at 532-5607.
Back on BroadcastSport.net, we're here at Newton Park. We go
Did
to
you know that a
the
thorough
top of the second inning. No score between Marian and St. Joe, as Megan Sink will lead it off here for the Lady Knights. Here's the first pitch from Irons. That pitch is low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. It'll be Megan Sink, Alyssa Hassler, and Kelsey Kyleman.
Okay, now I'm back. Who do we got up to bat?
This is Megan Sink for Marian. Leadoff hitter in the second. That pitch is a called strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Batting .318 with 3 doubles, 6 RBIs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts.
And the 1-1 pitch is hit into the air, third base side, but will get out of play. And off the supportive netting over to the third base bleachers.
And Megan's only got about 2/3 of the number of at-bats as some of the other starters.
George Brennan with a quick hitting lesson down in that third base coaching box.
Did he ever lay down in the box and think about it for a while?
No, I don't think so. Nope. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one is a check swing, held her swing, and now they're going to ask for the appeal down to Oscar Reels. They said, yes, she did go far enough. So that is a strikeout, so Sink will strike out. That's a 3rd straight strikeout for Anna Irons, and there's 1 out here in the top of the second. Looks like she held her swing, but Oscar Reels said, nope, she went around a little too far, so that was strike number 3. So Hassler will step in, the first baseman.
She's batting .346 with 3 doubles, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts, and 5 RBI.
First pitch is high for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. So Derek Hicks walking in here a little bit earlier as well. He follows me every game I go to. It seems like that's where he's at.
You Hicks got to stick together.
That's right. You tell that to my wife, go right ahead. You go right ahead and you tell her that.
I can tell her she's at home and I'm here.
That's right. Home with Josh doing a little homework from what I understand. Here's the 1-1, high for ball 2. At least we don't see the Wiseman going across here like we do at Christmas time when we're down here, because the United Methodist Church across the way has a big grass area. They put life-size Wiseman going for the star.
Christy and Nicole Kirkpatrick's grandma tuning in to watch their Southeast Little League and Twist friends.
Alrighty. And that pitch swing and a miss. Big cut, and it's 2-2. Yep. Grandpa, of course, logged in last night as well. He must be stalking us, too. I'm sure they'll probably log in again on Saturday when Riley plays Clay at LaSalle. Popped up, out of play.
Unless they drive over for the game.
Well, they could. It's very possible. 1 o'clock on Saturday, the South Bend Sectional. Not being played tomorrow night because Clay's in the title game, and they have prom tomorrow night.
Somebody asked me if the IHSA would honor a prom. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like they're going to make the girls miss the prom?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think so.
No, not at all. Here is the 2-2 pitch. That one will launch foul over the protective netting once again. But that's why the South Bend section will move to Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. We'll have coverage here on BroadcastSport.net. By the way, my son's baseball team at Chet, undefeated at 7-0 with a 12-6 win last night. Josh had a couple of hits last night and a couple walks. Here's the 2-2. That one hit on the ground towards Sierra McDonald. She's got it. She'll step on the bag unassisted, and there are 2 outs here in the top of the second. He's going to play in a Memorial Day tournament starting tomorrow because there's no regular season games of the holiday weekend, so they're going to put together a Memorial Day tournament. He's got a game at 6 tomorrow night, and then at least 2 or 3 on Saturday. That'll bring up Kelsey Kyleman, the left fielder.
If I can find her.
She's on there somewhere.
I'm sure she is. I just mind blind. She's batting .351 with a double, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts.
She bunts one back to Anna Irons. The throw over to first is just in time, and it's another 1-2-3 inning. As the Knights are retired in the top half of the second, we'll go to the bottom of the second. We're still scoreless on BroadcastSport.net.
Eye examination is an important part of your preventative health care. Since many eye conditions present no obvious symptoms, a professional eye examination is also critical in the management of other medical conditions such as diabetes and high blood pressure. The doctors at Eye Care Associates of Michiana have the experience and technology to keep your eyes healthy and seeing well. With offices in South Bend and New Carlisle, Eye Care Associates of Michiana offers convenient appointments, the biggest names in fashion eyewear, and the latest advancements in contact lens and surgical options. Visit eyecaremichiana.com today and make a professional eye examination with Dr. Morton, Offerly, or Robbins, part of your family's annual health care routine.
Are you in need of quality building materials, friendly advice you can trust, and service you can count on? Look no further than K-Wood Products in South Bend. K-Wood Products is your home for all building materials, ranging from dimensional lumber to hardware, windows, doors, and much more. Come on down and visit K-Wood Products at 25785 State Road 2, just 2 miles west of Mayflower Road, and across the street from South Bend Motor Speedway. Or give us a call at 574-287-4262.
Back on BroadcastSport.net here at Newton Park. We go to the bottom of the second. There's no score between St. Joe and Mishawaka Marian. Alyssa Gutierrez will lead it off here for the Indians here in the bottom half of the second inning.
She's batting .404 with 23 RBI, 7 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, 8 walks, 7 strikeouts.
And first pitch is low for ball number 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Gutierrez, Gillis, and Wolcheski to hit here for St. Joe. She'll hit one on the ground. That'll sneak into right center field for a base hit. So the first hit for the Indians here in the contest, a single to right center field by Gutierrez. That'll bring up Maggie Gillis, the second baseman.
So we're still scoreless in the bottom of the second.
Right, and each team has 1 hit. Of course, last year in the sectional opener, St. Joe defeated Marian 1-0.
And 8 innings or not?
I think it was 8, wasn't it?
It was extra innings.
Yeah, it was.
Neither one of us were here.
No, because we were.
Our brother Ben Davis was, though.
Yes, he was.
Your brother.
He's not my brother. That's why I checked, is he?
I don't know. He won't return my phone call, so he must have disowned me.
He might have. As Gillis' first pitch was chopped foul to the left side.
By the way, she's batting .484 with 4 doubles, a triple, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts.
Balls 1 strike to Maggie Gillis, 1 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the second. No score between Marian and St. Joe. And the winner will either go to Peru or Twin Lakes on Tuesday night for the regional. That one bunted down to the third base side. Smith's got it. Throw over to first is in time, but a nice job by Gillis on the sac bunt. Puts the runner in scoring position for St. Joe with 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning.
Got the Falcon family watching tonight from
right.
Mishawaka.
Okay. As Jordan Wolcheski, the designated player, will step in here for St. Joe.
Got Lexi from South Bend watching.
Okay. So a few folks have logged in. As Wolcheski steps in, pitch from McCarty is high and inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
And the Warsaw coach stole the Northridge signs the other week.
Oh, really?
He was calling them. He was letting the defense know the signs.
Oh, geez. That pitch is outside for ball. 2 balls and no strikes.
They about came to blows after the game, the 2 coaches. They didn't like that.
I bet they
didn't like that at all.
I bet he didn't. Of course, Northridge and Concord tomorrow night at 6:30 at Warsaw for that sectional title. Swing and a miss by Wolcheski. The count goes to 2-1.
Reminded me of your story about Ken Shriver and stealing signs.
Oh, God. I'll never forget that day. To share that story here when we get a chance. This is about as good as the one about the dog story, going out and talking to his pitcher. 2-1 pitch, hit to right field, falls in for a base hit. As Gutierrez will stop at third, quickly back into the infield on a nice fielding play by Courtney Kyleman. But runners at the corners for St. Joe with 1 out, and that's the second hit of the inning for the Indians. So runners at the corner. And 1 out as Kaylee Morzinski, the left fielder, steps in.
She's batting .439 with 3 doubles, 3 home runs. Slugging percentage is .649, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts on the year so far. Well, before, that's the end of last week.
Yes.
So 1 game shy of actual, but real close.
Yes, it is. Hard to keep those stats up to date when you play multiple games in a week.
And there's 23-5.
St. Joe's 22. Yep, and St. Joe's 22-8. That pitch is up high and a snap throw to third. It kind of might have been a little bit of a pitch out there. Might have been a little concerned about Wolcheski stealing. Count goes 1-0 to Morzinski.
See, Central threw down last night and gave up a run.
Did they?
Bonehead defense throwing down to.
Here's the 1-0. That pitch is high for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. And that'll cost you if you're not careful. We've seen a few of those this spring.
Of course, Madison Schrock did a good job of selling it and wandering down there and just forced him to throw. And
pitch outside for ball 3, and it's 3-0. St. Joe with runners at the corners, no score. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And that's high for ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. That's the first walk issued by McCarty. She's given up 2 hits, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk as Madison Drazier steps in.
And Maddie's batting .228 with 5 doubles, slugging percentage of .291, 11 walks, 23 strikeouts. So a little high on the strikeout count, but.
Now running at first base, number 13, Lindy Foyne.
Lindy Foyne will run here for St. Joe. And Lindy is just a sophomore. As George goes out to the circle to talk with his infield as well as his pitcher. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. No score. Sectional Championship game winner going to the regional on Tuesday night.
Uh-oh, got a Gillis email. Good luck, Earl and the Indians.
Well, there you go. Right now, they've got a little bit of a thing going here in the second. They've got the bases loaded and only 1 out. As the hitter again, Maddie Drazier, as the conference in the circle is over. As Mark McCammon will strap on the base gear, and we're ready to go and play softball again.
He doesn't mind the cool weather with the being behind the plate, he said.
Oh, no. Well, he got extra gear on there to keep warm. And that pitch is low for a ball to Drazier, and it's 1-0. 1 ball and no strike. A few brave souls out there without having jackets on. I actually had to dig mine back out of the closet today.
Well, mine is still in my car along with everything else I keep there.
I was going to say, you live in your car. 1-0 pitch, big swing there by Maddie, and it's 1-1. Yeah, I put it away in the closet because it's been so warm here recently, and actually I had to dig it out of the closet this morning before I went to work. 1 ball and 1 strike to Drazier. Pitcher McCarty popped up, but that one is out of play as well. The count goes 1-2. Slides down the net towards the green diamond off to our right. Drazier will step back into that right-handed batter's box. Big opportunity here with the bases loaded and only 1 out. 1-2 pitch outside for ball number 2.
By the way, we found out the other night from our buddy Brian that Oscar Rios was in the 5.5 hole.
Oh, really? Jeez. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one is low and inside for ball 3, and the count goes full. So now McCarty's got herself a little bit of a jam here.
Probably ought to throw a strike here.
I would think so. And I would think Drazier's going to probably wait for a fastball here. 3-2. Inside for ball 4. That'll walk in a run, and St. Joe leads 1-0. Second walk by McCarty. And that will move Walczewski up to third, Morzinski to second. Drazier is at first. 1-0 St. Joe here in the second. And time called is, again...
How many hits you got?
2.
Okay.
2 hits and a couple of walks here.
Top of the 6th, Mishawaka's up 3-1 over Penn.
Okay.
3 hits. There's 3 runs, 7 hits, and Penn's got 1 run on 6 hits in baseball.
Jamie Denon now will be the new pitcher here for Marian, as she will replace Shannon McCarty. Rachel Cole has come in to run for St. Joe at first.
And Jamie has only pitched 16.2 innings as of the end of last week. She did pitch in the second game against East Noble that I did there at the Bishop's Cup. But she's given up 3 runs, 13 hits, 2 doubles, a home run, 2 walks, 8 strikes. She struck out 8. ERA of 0.00.
So no ERA whatsoever.
So 3 runs weren't earned.
So Jamie Denon here in the second as McCarty walked in the lead run as St. Joe leads it by the score of 1-0.
It's interesting they didn't bring in Hassler.
I thought the same thing. You have Walczewski down at third, Morzinski at first. Rachel Cole is the base runner at first base.
Of course, we saw Mishawaka beat Marian with their 4th-string pitcher, so maybe they learned something. We'll try that.
Let's see that. They trail 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning.
Munster baseball section was also postponed tonight.
So 3 of our Northern Indiana baseball section was postponed because of the weather.
The 3rd inning in baseball, Westview's up 6-1 over Prairie Heights.
Okay. Also try to get a score on that Peru and Twin Lakes game if we can in softball. Yep, that'll be the winner of that game. Will play the winner of this game, and it will be at either Twin Lakes or Peru. That, of course, will be on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, 1-game regional. The winner of that game will then advance to the Twin Lakes semi-state a week from Saturday down in Monticello. So Denon's warmed up. The bases loaded with 1 out here in the second. St. Joe leading 1-0.
Hey, this is Darryl with Broadcast 4. How's your game coming? St. Joe just scored.
Shannon McCarty now at first base. So St. Joe has bases loaded. Shannon McCarty is now at first base. Jamie Denon in the circle, and the hitter is Katie Sapsinski. So the left-handed slap hitter up here for the Indians.
Top of the 3rd, Twin Lakes is leading 3-0 over Peru.
All right. Twin Lakes then they hang on would win, and they would host either Marian or St. Joe on Tuesday night. And that pitch in there for a called strike to Sapsinski.
To find my papers again. No, I stopped and took that. Okay, 328 average with 8 RBIs, 2 doubles, 8 walks, 5 strikeouts.
Oh, 1 pitch, high and tight for a ball. It's 1-1.
Take one for the team.
Almost did there. That would have walked in enough run.
Kelly was trying to tell us there's such a thing as a 12-run home run.
There is.
You put a bucket out there. If you get it into the basket, it's a 12 run.
Maybe that's what they do in practice. Now 1-1 pitch. Locked out then right to Jamie Young. She'll make the play. And Sapsinski pops out to the second baseman for the second out of the inning.
Because Bill Gladdy said, well, there's no such thing as a 12-run home run. Kelly said, I hit one. You look at her. Oh!
And she had to explain that to Bill Gladdy. Yeah, well, explain that one to me, too. I've never heard of that one either.
Kelly Wells is batting .430 with 2 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs, 9 walks, and 5 strikeouts.
Popped out to Jamie Young back in the first is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from Denon. That pitch misses a little bit high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
She's got I think she's got next to the highest now. Yeah, pretty much with the starters. She's got the second highest on-base percentage of any of the Indians at .467.
Takes a strike right there at the letters, and it's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-0 St. Joe. Here in the bottom of the second sectional championship game. And here's the pitch from Denon. That one popped up, and that one headed over towards the green field. And it's 1-2.
Didn't even get near our cars.
Well, we were smart enough. We parked way back today.
We're smart enough to park outside the fence this time, though, so they can't lock us in.
That's right. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch from Denon. That one is going to be popped up. And that one goes over to the top of the third base dugout of the green field and heads over there. Of course, this is a different diamond from where we did a regular season game between St. Joe and Adams.
And I don't know why they normally don't play on this diamond for sectionals,
yeah,
but normally in 3As here they always play on the other one until they had problems with the speakers.
Here's the 1-2. Off-speed pitch is popped up towards right field. Courtney Kyleman's there, and she will make the catch. And that will end the inning. For St. Joe, there was 1 run on a couple of hits. There are 3 left on the base paths and no Marian errors. We have played 2 complete. St. Joe leads Marian by the score of 1-0 on BroadcastSport.net.
Mapletronics Computers is the place to find great computers, great service, and really great people. Stop by their showroom located at 2116 West Wilden Avenue in Goshen and see what's new in home and office computing. Their friendly service team is there to help with all of your computer repairs, whether you need a tune-up or a complete format and reinstall. New computers, high-speed DSL, Verizon Air cards, they've got it all. Mapletronics is your hometown store for computers and more. Give them a call at 534-2830 or visit their website at www.mapletronics.com. Mike's Sporting Goods, where champions are outfitted. Mike's has equipment and uniforms for every level, being the only Adidas and Russell team dealers. Mike's offers the best pricing around. Call Kevin at 574-229-7999 and mention this ad and receive 20% off your next order. That's the fine folks at Mike's Sporting Goods.
Back we are here at Newton Park in Lakeville, Indiana, as we go to the 3rd inning, top of the 3rd. St. Joe leading Marian 1-0 as Devin Smith will lead it off here for the Marian Knights, followed by Courtney Kyleman and Jamie Young. So 8-9-1 here for the Knights. A 1-0 lead for St. Joe. First pitch from Irons. A little high for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. As Devin will step to the first plate for the first time this evening.
Batting .241 on the year with 2 doubles, 4 RBI.
Here is the 1-0 pitch. That one also misses for ball, 2 balls and no strikes.
There's a couple walks and 4 strikeouts.
And he gets the sign from Maddie Drazier. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one just misses a little bit high for a ball. The count goes quickly 3-0 to Devin Smith.
Still 3-1, Mishawaka in the 6th over Penn in baseball.
Winner of that game will take on the winner of the Clay Riley game on Monday for the Sectional Championship. As that's taken all away for a called strike, and it's 3-1. That'll be a 7 o'clock game Monday night at Clay Field. The winner heads to the LaPorte Regional. And the 3-1 pitch fouled right back to the screen, and it's 3-2. Irons trying to work out of a 3-0 jam here. Now has the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That one lofted and just out of play. On a protected inning again, right over the bleachers here on the first base side. The count remains 3-2. 3-2 pitch. That one is going to be hit towards right field. Savsinski in foul ground. She is there. And she will make the play for out number 1. Nice play by Katie running hard in the foul ground. So 1 down. That'll bring up Courtney Kyleman for Marian.
Courtney's batting .319 with a couple doubles, 2 RBI. 6 stolen bases when she gets on base. 7 walks, 10 strikeouts.
And she'll take the first pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. The last 7 retired by Anna Irons after giving the leadoff double up to Jamie Young to start the game.
And she's only got about 2/3 at bats as some of the other starters also.
Here's the 0-1. Bunts it, but bunts it foul. And the count at 0-2.
It was early in the year. I don't think Courtney was starting. So worked herself into the lineup.
Absolutely. Like my son Joshua was batting 9th, has now moved his way up to the 6th slot because he's hitting the baseball pretty good.
Maybe we'll have to enter him in the home run derby.
I talked to him about that. We may do that. 0-2 pitch fouled off as Central Regional coming to South Bend in the latter part of June. They will
at
have
least for like junior state.
Yeah, I think for junior state, because they'll move it up a little bit. And,
not the second base like they were offering for you.
No. Well, yeah. Well, I couldn't hit it from right in front of the fence either. No balls and 2 strikes to Kyleman. Heller swing that time, takes a pitch up high for a ball. 1-2 is the count. Yeah, we'll have to see if he can do that. He could probably hit it better than his dad, that's for sure.
A lot better than me. I guarantee told you that.
You guys embarrassed me that one year at Central Region.
No, you embarrassed yourself. We didn't
1-2
have any part of
pitch
that.
on the ground. Scooped up there by Kelly Welsh. The throw to first is just in time. Very close play because, of course, Kyleman's got a ton of speed. But a nice play by Welsh to make the throw out of first base. They're 2 down. 8 in a row retired now by Anna Irons.
Hey, I made 3 days without getting fired.
That's good.
Good job.
3 days. That's good. So you make it 4 tomorrow?
Hope so.
That'll bring up Jamie Young, who doubled back in the first. The lone hit for Marian in this game.
After 4 days, I'll have to have a holiday off.
I was going to say, take a 3-day weekend after working 4 days. And another 4-day week. Not too bad of a gig, huh?
Yep.
That pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Jamie.
And about a full week, and then maybe another.
Yeah.
With that class basketball thing we got.
Yeah,
in
we
June.
got some information today. Some of the boys were announced today. Coming up Father's Day weekend. Here's the 0-1. That one punched foul and over to the top of the third base dugout on the other diamond.
But nobody from either one of these schools.
No, I noticed that. I noticed that. 0-2 the count with 2 outs here in the top of the third.
It's 1-0 in favor of St. Joe.
0-2 pitch. That one hit on a high hopper. That could be a tough play. Fielded by Gillis, and Maggie won't have a play as the speed beats it out. So Jamie Young with the infield single. That'll be the second hit of the game for Mishawaka Marian. So 2 outs, 1 on. That'll bring up Cassie Young, who flew out to Morzinski for the first out in the first.
Cassie Young, here's the numbers on her. She's batting .367 with 9 doubles, 2 triples, 7 home runs, 70 total bases, and 25 RBI. Walked 9 times and struck out 4.
Runner goes. That ball will skip into right center field.
And she
Jamie
goes
Young on her way
again.
to third. And she will end up at third.
Why don't you just throw it all over the yard?
Yeah, that's what St. Joe tried to do is Drazier trying to throw it down to Welsh. That ball skipped away, went into right center field, and Jamie Young ends up at third.
I think they need to stop and have another meditation.
They might. As it's 1-0 St. Joe, but there's 2 outs here in the inning. Marian threatening here in the top half of the third. And the very dangerous Cassie Young at the plate.
Sectional baseball, Columbia City beat DeKalb 5-1.
There's the 1-0 pitch on the way. Popped up, but out of play. Well to the left side.
Congratulations to the players and fans of South Bend Clay and South Bend Riley.
That goes to 1 ball and 1 strike.
Both teams won their semifinal.
Collins baseball beat Southern Wells 3-0. Get to play West Adele on Monday.
1 ball and 1 strike. Cassie Young, the hitter. Jamie on third base. A lot of great baseball and softball action, sectional action going on throughout the state of Indiana. 1-1 pitch from Irons. Popped up towards right field. Sapsinski going back. She's got plenty of room, and she will make the catch. And that will end the inning. There were no runs. There's 1 hit. 1 left on the base paths. And no St. Joe errors. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 1-0 St. Joe on BroadcastSport.net.
1956, John A. Sibrel & Company has been helping their clients protect their financial interests. John A. Sibrel & Company gives friendly advice and helps you make the choices you want to make with your money. John A. Sibrel & Company is a member of the Chicago Stock Exchange. For more information on how you can protect your money, give John A. Sibrel & Company a call at 574-232-4854 or see them at 202 South Michigan Street, Suite 824 in South Bend.
The holidays are over, so now's the time to give yourself a gift from Verizon. Right now, get the 4G LTE Lucid by LG free, or the 4G LTE Spectrum 2 by LG for only $49.99 after $50 mail-in rebate debit card. Visit any Verizon store, VerizonWireless.com/holiday, or call 1-800-256-4646. Requires new 2-year activation. Upgrade, early termination, and other fees may apply. Coverage details at VerizonWireless.com.
Back on BroadcastSport.net here at Newton Park. We go to the bottom of the third. St. Joe leading Marian by the score of 1-0. Libby Peterson, Sierra McDonald, Elisa Gutierrez due to hit here for St. Joe. 2, 3, and 4 here to lead it off for the Lady Indians.
Libby's batting .321, 7 RBIs, 3 doubles, and a triple.
She struck out swinging back in the first. She's 0 for 1. She'll swing at the first pitch from Denon. It's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Quite a really reach to go after that one.
A little bit. No balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. Foul right back to the screen.
Strike 2.
No balls and 2 strikes here to Libby Peterson.
So we're in the bottom of the 7th now. Mishawaka still leading Penn in baseball, 3-1.
By the way, Shannon McCarty's numbers are inning and 2/3 pitch, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 strikeout, 2 walks. Relieved here by Jamie Denon. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just misses on the outer part of the plate, and the count goes to 1-2. Libby Peterson, the leadoff hitter for St. Joe in the top of the third in a 1-0 game. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and lost the grip that time, did Denon.
That's my kind of pitch.
That's one of those that you use when you play slow pitch, right? And it takes 5 hours to get to the batter.
The girls from Calder Academy had a problem with that. They were great slow pitch pitchers the other night.
Really? Here's the 2-2. That one just misses outside for ball number 3. So the count goes full to Libby Peterson.
Culver Academy's best player graduated, went back to Texas. So she wasn't playing. She was a D1 caliber player.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. That one launched and launched foul. Getting out the protective netting. Well, I know I was talking to Katie Booker because I had a question on her stats because the record didn't match their stats. And she said, well, when they played CMA, they played all JV players. Even though it was a varsity game, they played all JV players in that game, so there were no varsity stats to even update. Here's the 3-2, popped up and out of play. Off to our right and behind us.
Kind of like the Andrean game?
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
You have another foul ball right behind you.
Absolutely. But yeah, that was quite interesting over at the Bishop's Cup last Saturday.
Didn't set too well, I don't think.
No. Let's talk about that this week at Adams the last couple nights about what happened over there. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Libby Peterson. The pitch from Denon. Swing and a miss for strike number 3. That's the second strikeout for Marian pitching, the second strikeout that Peterson has, and there's 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Brings up Sierra McDonald, who popped out to Jamie Young back in the first. She's 0 for 1 on the day.
Carmel's behind 4-1.
Oh, no.
After 4 innings complete in softball.
Emily Good not going to be happy about that.
No, Angola beat Dwenger in baseball, though.
Okay. As here's Sierra McDonald to face Jamie Denon. First pitch is low for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes.
Emily's not going to be good on that.
Nope. Young team down there. Carmel, 2 best pitchers, of course, graduated. We saw them down there in the middle of April and got beaten both of their games. Here's the 1-0. Off-speed pitch has popped up to the protective net, and it's 1-1. But yeah, they kind of a young team down there, Carmel. We will be very good, I'm sure, next year and the year after. We were talking, Bruce and I were talking about that last night at LaSalle, about all the young teams that we have here in northern Indiana and how good they're going to be here in the next couple of years. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down low in the dirt. Nice stop by Megan Sink, and it's going to be 2-1.
Jimtown's very young, too. Penn.
Yep.
Northridge only is losing 2 seniors. Penn's losing 1. Of course, those 2 seniors are the heart and soul of that team almost, other than after Haley Nixon. But
right. Yeah, still. When you got that much younger, you can develop that depth.
The competition is getting intense now.
Where's that?
On Monday night, when the Schrock sisters struck out twice. Now they both have 2 strikeouts on the year.
Oh, boy.
And the scholarship is for which senior has the least amount of strikeouts.
Oh, boy.
And there are only 2 seniors on the team. They both have 2 now.
Oh, geez. Here's the 3-1. That's low for ball 4, so McDonald will draw a 1-out walk here in the 3rd. That will be the 3rd walk issued by Marian pitching. That brings up Elisa Gutierrez, who singled and scored the lone run back in the 2nd.
We already gave you her numbers, but she's batting .404.
So she'll get a Another crack at it here in the third inning. St. Joe leading Marian 1-0 here in the sectional championship game in the bottom of the third. Time called. Here stepping onto that right-handed batter's box.
Still 3-1 on the bottom of the seventh.
Penn batting, I guess.
In baseball, yep.
Coming up, they'll have Clay and Riley. The two winners will come back Monday night at 7 o'clock for the sectional championship. Again, for those of you wondering about the softball sectional at Adams, that's at LaSalle Field. That's been moved to Saturday at 1 due to Clay having prom tomorrow night.
So tomorrow night, the only game in town.
Yes, you will. There's baseball. Yes, you will. That one is out of play as Northridge will take on Concord. And that's 6:30 game down at Tiger Field for the sectional championship. I'll have the championship game of the Adams sectional on Saturday. And then we'll be heading either to Twin Lakes or Peru with the winner of this game, and we'll also either be at Concord or Northridge for that 4A regional game on Tuesday.
I would expect it to be Twin Lakes, but we'll see.
We'll see. And don't count Clay out of that game Saturday. Katie Rodriguez has those Colonials playing good softball right now, believe me.
Taking a knock to the head kind of
woke them up. Something. Well, now, as I was telling you in pregame, she stands behind the dugout to the protective fence along the third base line. Doc says she can't be in the coaching box anymore.
Yes, I heard that.
So she has to stand all the way back against the fence by the dugout to coach from third base. 1-1 pitch, high fly ball right field. Courtney Kyleman there near the line will make the catch. McDonald will tag, head to second base, and slide in safely.
Surely her unborn child would appreciate her being a little careful.
I would think so.
Took a line shot to her ponytail.
Yeah. Says she's feeling much better now, but she decided the doctor might be right. So she does go out there to coach, but she stands way back. So nothing comes her way.
She's doing the press box and watch our video.
Well, I told her that last night. She said, well, that might be the next step.
Or if she goes in labor, she could do it from the delivery room.
I'll pass that on to her on Saturday, or when she sends me stats tomorrow. She got an email from her today. I asked her to update stats for me. She says she was busy today, but she'd take care of that for me by tomorrow. As Maggie Gillis steps in with 2 outs and a runner on, takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Maggie sacrificed bunt to move Gutierrez forward in the second.
Batting .484 on the year.
1-0 St. Joe here in the bottom of the third inning. And the 0-1 pitch from Denon. Swing and miss, big cut taken by Maggie that time, and it's 0-2.
Please return all foul balls to the nearest dugout. Thank you.
Heard that a few times.
Yeah, surprised Tim doesn't get a recording made.
Might as well. No balls and 2 strikes. We'll put him in.
I thought I was going to offend him the other night, and he didn't take offense.
No?
I told him he sounded an awful lot like Mike Medjussi over there.
Yeah, you think?
And he wasn't offended. I thought he'd hit me, but he didn't.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Gillis.
But doesn't he sound like him?
Absolutely. 100%.
He probably went to the Mike Medjussi School of PA.
Oh, absolutely. He had to. 1-2 pitch. That one is fouled off by Gillis. Fouled it right off her own shoulder.
Old? She's a young girl. Don't say old.
Now that's like the old guy walking down the third base line is old. Of course, the head coach of the St. Joe Indians, Earl Keith, has had so many surgeries here recently that he can bend over and still pick up a softball, so I guess it's okay with him. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Maggie Gillis, 2 outs, 1 on here in the bottom of the third, 1-0 St. Joe. 1-2 pitch from Denon. Swing and a miss, high heat for strike number 3. Second strikeout for Denon. In the inning, there were no runs, no hits, 1 left, and there were no errors. We played 3 complete, 1-0 St. Joe on BroadcastSport.net.
Creative Promotions Incorporated of Elkhart is your only stop for all of your great promotional needs. Call them for your spirit wear, work shirts, clubs, teams, races, or athletic wear needs. Call Earl Keith at Creative Promotions Incorporated at 574-532-5607 for a free quote. At Creative Promotions, our product is promoting yours. That's Creative Promotions at 3112 Lexington Park Drive in Elkhart. Give them a call at 532-5607. Give them a call at 532-5607.
Did you know that a thorough eye examination is an important part of your preventative health care, since many eye conditions present no obvious symptoms? A professional eye examination is also critical in the management of other medical conditions such as diabetes and high blood pressure. The doctors at Eye Care Associates of Michiana have the experience and technology to keep your eyes healthy and seeing well. With offices in South Bend and New Carlisle, Eye Care Associates of Michiana offers convenient appointments, the biggest names in fashion eyewear, and the latest advancements in contact lens and surgical options. Visit eyecaremichiana.com today and make a professional eye examination with Dr. Morton, Offerly, or Robbins, part of your family's annual health care routine.
Back we are here at Newton Park in Lakeville, Indiana, as Katie Bernard will lead it off for Marian here in the top half of the fourth. St. Joe leading by the score of 1-0. First pitch by Bernard fouls back to the screen, and it's 0-1. Bernard, Shannon McCarty, and Megan Sink. So it's 3, 4, and 5 here for Marian in the top half of the fourth.
Yep.
Got Clay and Riley coming up next. Here is the 0-1. That's high for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike.
There are big ideas, then there are powerful answers.
Okay. Is that the quote of the day?
From Verizon.
That must be their
If you have
quote
a solution, submit it to our awards.
1-1, check swing, and it goes through enough, and it's 1-2. 1-0 St. Joe here in the top half of the fourth inning.
Goshen boys 4x800 relay team qualified for state tonight.
So yeah, that's right. The track regionals for boys were taking place across the state tonight. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes to Katie Bernard. Struck out looking back in the first, 0 for 1 on the day. Two pitch popped up, but that one's on top of the press box.
Got me.
Last night there was a couple that went off of a bus. The Penn bus parked in the puddle outside the parking lot.
Well, that's Kelly said that's where the 12-run home run comes from. You hit the other team's bus.
Okay, well, Penn hit the South Bend bus a couple times last night. A couple foul balls that went back around right on top of the South Bend Community School Corporation bus. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3 as Bernard strikes out for the second time in the contest. Strikeout number 4 for Anna Irons.
We do need to say thanks to Kelly and her friend for bailing us out last night down there.
Yeah, that helped us out a lot because we both had games. You were down in Warsaw last night. I was over in South Bend, so thanks to Kelly and her friend for helping us out down here at Newton Park. Appreciate it very much.
People up here said sounded like they had fun.
And that's the part of it, is Shannon McCarty will step in, hits one right past the shortstop Kelly Welsh into left center field. And that'll be the 3rd hit of the game for Marian.
Kelly must be in a slump. She's stuck on 11 home runs for the year for a couple weeks now. Just hadn't had it for a couple weeks. I don't know what the deal is.
We've been building her up or what? Or?
Yeah, they did. They won the district, or not district, the conference, I guess.
Did they? Yeah.
They don't have sectionals. They have districts.
District,
but
yeah, right. They won their conference. Yeah, because in Michigan they have districts instead of sectionals. This brings up Megan Sink with 1 out and 1 on in the top of the fourth. 1-0. St. Joe with the lead.
I think their regular season's pretty much over. The Explosion's talking about playing an attorney in Niles.
Okay.
So maybe we can go do that one.
That would be all right. That one will get away from the catcher. There goes McCarty down to second base, and she will go there.
Kelly's mom was saying, if you play around here closer, we might get some broadcast. She told Dave Getty, the coach.
Runner in scoring position now for Marian. 1 out here in the top half of the fourth. The pitch from Irons. It's in there for a called strike. Square the count on a ball and a strike.
Roger needs to teach him to slow down. That was pretty quick getting that arm raised for Mark down there.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about that last. Steve Cox, he likes to bend down, stand up, and then raise the arm. It's like a 3-step process with him. There's a ground ball right past George Brenner, foul down the third base line. Oscar's the same way. We saw Oscar behind the plate in one of our games Monday night because he wasn't down here Monday night, and Steve Chamas couldn't make it on Monday night, and he was pretty quick with the arm behind home plate. We're not used to seeing that.
In baseball, Anderson beat Richmond 4-0.
Okay.
And they will face Greenfield Central at 10 a.m. Monday in the Pendleton Heights Sectional. Haven't got any Shakamak score today.
Yeah, by the way, Greenfield Central is from Greenfield, where my son was born. As there's a shot to center field, it'll be field gets away from the center fielder Libby Peterson. That will score McCarty, and we're tied at 1. So
how many hits you got total for Marian?
That'll be their 4th, as there's a hit and an error on St. Joe. So the single for Sink. She gets the second base on the error on the center field. We're tied at 1. Still only 1 out and a runner at second base for Marian.
So St. Joe still have 2 hits?
Yes. I have St. Joe with 2 hits. Marian now has 4.
After 4 complete innings, Twin Lakes is up 3-1.
3-1, okay. Leading Peru. The winner of that sectional plays the winner of this sectional.
Host the winner of this sectional.
Yep. That'll be at 7 o'clock on Tuesday night.
It's kind of a bummer to have to theoretically possibly go down to Twin Lakes and play on Tuesday night and then turn right around on Saturday and go back to Twin Lakes.
Win that game, you come right around and go back the same diamond you played on Tuesday night. As Denon steps in here for Marian. 1-1 game. A nice bunt fielded by McDonald. She's going to have to hurry the throw, and it's not in time.
Moves the runner down to third, though.
Yep, and it does.
Well, we know the 4A regional is going to be in Elkhart County.
Right, it'll be at Concord and Northbridge, and they'll host the winner of the Clay Riley game. Time called as Earl Keith's going to come out to the circle. It's a 1-1 game. Runners at first and third for Marian with just 1 out here in the top of the 4th.
I don't know if Concord has lights, but Northridge does not.
No, Northridge does not.
So that's would be a 5 o'clock game.
Oh, they would move it to 5 o'clock? Okay. Concord has lights, so it'll be at 7. 7 is the prescribed time, but obviously the host school can make that determination.
At least all their games are at 5, so they never play one later.
You know, Twin Lakes does have lights because they do host a semi-state down there. We've been down there a couple times ago. Nice little press box. Not a real big press box. Nice little press box down there.
It was there last year and a couple of years earlier when Earl didn't listen to being pitched to the girl from Twinger. She hit 2 home runs.
Now batting for the Knights, left fielder, number 3.
First and third is Kelsey Kyleman will step in. She grounded right back to Irons back in the second. She's 0 for 1. 3 hits for Marian here in the inning. That was their 5th hit of the contest on that bunt single.
So it's coming up a year anniversary since Ben Davis totaled his car trying to miss a deer and hit the post out in front of the drive.
And there's a pitch out. No attempt to try to get Denon, so she slides into second base. So 2 more runners in scoring position for Marian. 1-1 game here in the top of the 4th. Pitch from Irons. That one bunted. And that one out in front, fielded by the third baseman, flips to home. And
not in time.
Not in time, and Marian now leads 2-1. So fielder's choice.
Squeeze bunt.
And squeeze bunt, and that will score. Runner from third is now 2-1 in favor of Marian. So runners at the corners as Devin Smith will step in. Marian regains the lead here at 2-1 with 1 out here in the top half of the 4th. Smith flew out to right field. Her last at bat. There goes another runner.
Down to second.
So Kyleman goes in standing up. Now runners at second and third. With still 1 out. Marian trying to turn this into a big inning. Pitch is high for a ball.
Told him last night it takes talent to do this. Broadcast yourself and the game at the same time. Get some reflections. We got the PA announcer on the broadcast tonight, though.
There we go.
You and him, so I stayed out of the picture. That's good.
Smart man, aren't you, Charlie Brown? Here's the 1-1 pitch. That was a high fly ball to left field. Wierzinski back, and that's out of here for a home run.
3-run homer.
A 3-run home run by Devin Smith.
Didn't we have a couple home runs in the regular season game they played?
Yes, we did. And now a 5-1 lead.
It's 5 hits?
Yes.
How many errors you got on St. Joe? Just one?
6 hits, actually. I'm sorry. Yeah, 6 hits.
Just one error?
Yep. 4 hits in this inning, 6 hits in, and Marian now leads 5-1 here in the 4th on the big 3-run home run by Devin Smith. 1 out clears the bases, and Courtney Kyleman will step to the plate. She grounded out to Kelly Welsh back in the 3rd.
Batters, number 2, Courtney Kyleman.
Five runs and 4 hits. There's been a St. Joe's first pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1. So a 4-run lead now for the Lady Knights here in the 4th. That one's going to be bunted. Nice play made by Gutierrez, charging hard. She makes the catch. And that is out, number 2. And top of the order in Jamie Young.
Number 23, Jamie Young.
The 8th hitter of the inning for Marian. Doubled and singled has Jamie, and she'll take a strike, and it's 0-1. Balls and 1 strike. 5 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in this inning. Marian has taken a 5-1 lead. And the pitch. High for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch from Irons. That one poked foul. There's a couple hops to the fence near the other diamond, just off to our right.
And this is the Yeller diamond. The old Yeller.
Old Yeller. There's green right next to us. Speaking of yellow, my son will be on the yellow team for this Memorial Day tournament out at Chet Wagner Little League. As there's a pop-up, Gillis will call for it, and she will glove it, and that will end the inning. But the damage is done by Marian. 5 runs on 4 hits. There's nobody left on the base paths, and there was 1 St. Joe error. We go to the bottom of the 4th. St. Joe trails it by the score of 5-1 on BroadcastSport.net.
Of quality building materials, friendly advice you can trust, and service you can count on, look no further than Kaywood Products in South Bend. Kaywood Products is your home for all building materials, ranging from dimensional lumber to hardware, windows, doors, and much more. Come on down and visit Kaywood Products at 25785 State Road 2, just 2 miles west of Mayflower Road and across the street from South Bend Motor Speedway. Or give us a call at 574-287-4262.
Mapletronics Computers is the place to find great computers, great service, and really great people. Stop by their showroom located at 2116 West Wilden Avenue in Goshen and see what's new in home and office computing. Their friendly service team is there to help with all of your computer repairs, whether you need a tune-up or a complete format and reinstall. New computers, high-speed DSL, Verizon Air cards, they've got it all. Mapletronics is your hometown store for computers and more. Give them a call at 534-2830 or visit their website at www.mapletronics.com.
Back on BroadcastSport.net as we are here at the Newton Park. Major League Baseball, Minnesota and Detroit are delayed by rain out at Comerica Park in Detroit, so they haven't gotten that one going. As Jordan Wilczewski will lead it off here for the St. Joe Indians. Takes the strike in its own one. Wilczewski singled back in the 2nd. St. Joe trailing by the score of 5-1.
Well, Lakeland Fairfield's not starting until 7. That had them down at 5. I was hoping Fairfield won already.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jordan Wilczewski.
They lost twice to Lakeland by a couple runs each time this year, so I was hoping 3 times the charm. Especially, but since nobody's been able to see that pitcher's ball movement on the internet, that gives Lakeland an unfair advantage, right?
That is correct. Absolutely. As there's a ball going to be caught in foul ground, and a nice play made out there by Marian, as Jamie Young will put it away for out number 1. So 1 out here in the inning.
In baseball, West Noble beat Tippy Valley 4-1. That's the final score now.
One of my students getting a hold of me about a recognition. She's doing the pledge tonight at the recognition ceremony. Just got underway at Elkhart Memorial High School.
But you're not there.
Well, she thought she was receiving an award. She's not. She was asked to do the pledge by the administration, and I told her today she needed to be there, and she says she can't be there now. So that's not a good thing. Here's the 0-1. That one popped back in out of play. And it's 0-2.
Since she's not getting an award, she's not coming, huh?
Well, she said something else has come up, so she won't be there tomorrow because the Elkhart Community Schools have the two high schools having a celebration for their community service hours down at Island Park tomorrow. So Memorial and Central students are excused. So there's a shot foul down the first base line.
Guy I used to work with. He went all the way through grade school, middle school, high school, and never missed a day. Perfect attendance. So they gave him an award for perfect attendance, and he wasn't there.
He wasn't there. That figures.
He had to work, and he didn't know he was getting it, so he didn't go.
Oh, jeez.
And now an award for perfect attendance. Oh, I'm sorry, he's not here.
Yeah, great. Wonderful. 0-2 pitch is high for a ball. But yeah, the Elkhart Area Career Center having their student recognition tonight, teachers awards, and some of the perfect attendance awards and other things being honored tonight. One of my students was asked to lead the Pledge of Allegiance and apparently has not been able to get there.
She couldn't remember the words.
Could be. Here's the 1-2 pitch. High outside for ball 2.
But the important thing is, does she know the Little League pledge?
No, I doubt it. She's more into music and things like that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's a good thing too, but not a sports fan or a sports person.
My daughters and my son-in-law went to see Wicked the other day.
Oh, did they? Morris?
Yep.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike. Number 3, Morzinski goes down swinging. Second out of the inning and the third strikeout for Jamie Denon. 4 strikeouts now for Marian. As Maddie Drazier will step in. She walked back in the second. St. Joe trailing Marian 5-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch. That one on just a little bit outside for ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
Versus Bearcats won 8-2 in baseball over Hamilton Heights.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. High for a ball. 2 balls in the strike. He'll be happy to hear that.
They play Blackford or Southside.
Oh, boy. If that's Southside, that, of course, will be a fun game to watch. Yeah, Bruce was at a baseball game last weekend watching his son-in-law, Todd, who is a pitching coach for Northern Illinois. They had to win 2 games today to advance in the MAC tournament. There's a swing and a miss. Blew a 4-2 lead the other day and lost 6-4. Had to play a doubleheader today to advance to the semifinals in the MAC tournament. 2-1's popped up. First base side. McCarty drifting and by the line makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across for St. Joe in the 4th. We've played 4 complete. It is 5-1 Marian on BroadcastSport.net.
Mike's Sporting Goods, where champions are outfitted. Mike's has equipment and uniforms for every level. Being the only Adidas and Russell team dealers, Mike's offers the best pricing around. Call Kevin at 574-229-7999 and mention this ad and receive 20% off your next order. That's the fine folks at Mike's Sporting Goods. Since 1956, John A. Sibyl & Company has been helping their clients protect their financial interests. John A. Sibyl & Company gives friendly advice and helps you make the choices you want to make with your money. John A. Sibyl & Company is a member of the Chicago Stock Exchange. For more information on how you can protect your money, give John A. Sibyl & Company a call at 574-232-4854 or see them at 202 South Michigan Street, Suite 824 in South Bend.
Back on BroadcastSport.net here at Newton Park in Lakeville, Indiana. Along with Darrell Yaw, I'm John Overmeyer. We move to the top of the 5th inning. It's 5-1. Mishawaka Marian leading South Bend St. Joe here in the Class 3A Sectional 19 Championship game.
By the way, we have a new follower on Twitter as of last night. NIC Baseball. You didn't even know they had one, did you?
I did not know they had
the 2013 Northern Indiana Conference Baseball blog.
Okay.
So NIC Baseball 2013, you can go to their Twitter feed.
Leading off for Marian in the top of the fifth.
Top of the fifth?
Fielder number 6.
See if there are a bunch of twits over there.
Yeah, I would imagine. Never know. It's Cassie Young, Katie Renard, and Shannon McCarty due to hit here for Marian in the top half of the fifth. 5-1 Knights. And the winner will either play Twin Lakes or Peru down at Twin Lakes or Peru on Tuesday.
And it's 3-1 in the fourth in favor of Twin Lakes.
There's a ground ball. That'll be hit to left field. First hit for Cassie of the day. She singles to left. Hit number 7 now for the Lady Knights. As Katie Barnard stood in, she struck out looking and struck out swinging. She is 0 for 2.
And last night, at one point in the game, the Schrock sisters were 0-5 combined.
Really?
In like the 5th inning. I wonder if that's ever happened before.
Hmm.
And the night before, Madison was 0 for 4 at one point before she got a hit. But they still won, so.
Yeah, that's all that matters. On the old scoreboard. That one popped up and right back here. And off the top, there's that 12-run homer again.
Mm-hmm.
That one off the press box. Count goes to 0-1.
My daughter went to see Star Trek the other night, so now I asked her if she needs an English to Klingon dictionary now.
0-1 that one, bunted straight up in the air. Great play by Sierra McDonald, charging hard. Barnard pops out to the St. Joe first baseman for out number 1 here in the top of the fifth with 1 on. Brings up Shannon McCarty, the first baseman, struck out in the first, single. Of course, scored one of the 5 runs in the last inning.
So it's 5-1, Marian, and top of the fifth.
Irons ready and the pitch. And there for a call strike, runner going. And nice job there
great
by
backup.
Maggie Gillis backing up Kelly Welsh as that throw was a little bit high. Maggie Gillis keeping Cassie Young from advancing any further than second base. So a stolen base for Young. She's in scoring position.
That's exactly why you back each other up. That's a classic example of it.
Pitch from Irons. That one popped up. Shortstop, Kelly Welsh calling for it, and she will glove it for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the fifth. That's what we're teaching our kids there at minor league. When my son plays second base, he's the cutoff man, or he backs up the shortstop on a throw. If he's the right field, he comes in and backs up the first baseman.
What did Earl say, that they have somebody different in every position from last year's team? Is that what he said?
That's what he was saying. Yeah, this is what he told me today, too.
What about Anna? Wasn't she pitching last year?
A little bit, yes. Megan Sink hits one on the ground towards Kelly. Welsh has it. Throw over to first is in time, and that will end the night's fifth. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and there were no St. Joe errors. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 5-1 Marian on BroadcastSport.net.
The holidays are over, so now is the time to give yourself a gift from Verizon. Right now, get the 4G LTE Lucid by LG free, or the 4G LTE Spectrum 2 by LG for only $49.99 after $50 mail-in rebate debit card. Visit any Verizon store, VerizonWireless.com/holiday, or call 1-800-256-4646. Requires new 2-year activation. Upgrade, early termination, and other fees may apply. Coverage details at VerizonWireless.com.
Creative Promotions Incorporated of Elkhart is your only stop for all of your great promotional needs. Call them for your spirit wear, work shirts, clubs, teams, races, or athletic wear needs. Call Earl Keith at Creative Promotions Incorporated at 574-532-5607 for a free quote. At Creative Promotions, our product is promoting yours. That's Creative Promotions at 3112 Lexington Park Drive in Elkhart. Give them a call at 532-5607.
Bottom of the fifth we go here at Newton Park in Lakeville, Indiana, where Marian leads St. Joe by the score of 5-1. 9-1-2. Katie Sapsinski, Kelly Welsh, and Libby Peterson to hit here for the St. Joe Indians. Sapsinski on the day, 0 for 1, popped out to Jamie Young back in the second. So Young to face Jamie Denon here in the fifth. Here's the pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, and it's 0-1. So balls and a strike to Sapsinski, followed by Kelly Welsh and Libby Peterson.
Left-handed batter.
0-1 pitch. That one struck right towards the first baseman. McCarty fields it on the hop, steps on the bag, and Sapsinski grounds out 3 unassisted for the first out here in the inning.
I have a complaint. The IHSA put out something for the PA guy to read. It talks about, down Warsaw, they talk about no racial or discriminatory statements against players or fans or coaches, but they left out that you can say anything you want about broadcasters.
Yeah, as I say, well, we know how much the IHSA likes broadcasters anyway.
But I did learn something good about one of our fellow media people.
As we'll take the first pitch for Kelly Welch down over ball. What was that?
Rachel's left-handed.
Oh, really? That's a good thing, because you got to almost be left-handed to work in this company. 1 ball, no strikes to Kelly Welch. Popped out and flown out, 0 for 2. That one shot right at the first baseman, well hit, but a great play by McCarty, and that's out number 2. So 2 down. That will bring up Rachel Cole. So Rachel Cole will get her first at-bat of the day. She'll step in for the first time with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
She's batting .259 with 58 at-bats, 13 RBI, 4 doubles, slugging percentage .328, walked 8 times, struck out 8 times. And she was safe on an error at times. How's that for consistency?
That is very consistent.
And 5 sacrifices. Now that we read the book about her.
See what she does here. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Marian leading 5-1. And the pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1.
I was going to ask you if this was your pencil, but I guess you don't use those kind of pencils.
I don't use those kind of pencils. I don't use those mechanical pencils. They break all the lead easily. 0-1 pitch popped up towards center field. Cassie Young comes in, and she will make the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Marian defense. Nothing across for St. Joe in the 5th. We've played 5. It's 5-1 Marian on BroadcastSport.net.
Did you know that a thorough eye examination is an important part of your preventative health care? Since many eye conditions present no obvious symptoms, a professional eye examination is also critical in the management of other medical conditions such as diabetes and high blood pressure. The doctors at Eye Care Associates of Michiana have the experience and technology to keep your eyes healthy and seeing well. With offices in South Bend and New Carlisle, Eye Care Associates of Michiana offers convenient appointments, the biggest names in fashion eyewear, and the latest advancements in contact lens and surgical options. Visit eyecaremichiana.com today and make a professional eye examination with Dr. Morton, Oferle, or Robbins, part of your family's annual health care routine.
Are you in need of quality building materials, friendly advice you can trust, and service you can count on? Look no further than K-Wood Products in South Bend. K-Wood Products is your home for all building materials ranging from dimensional lumber to hardware, windows, doors, and much more. Come on down and visit K-Wood Products at 25785 State Road 2, just 2 miles west of Mayflower Road and across the street from South Bend Motor Speedway. Or give us a call at 574-287-4262.
Back we are at Newton Park in Lakeville, Indiana, where Jamie Denon will lead it off here for the Lady Knights. They lead 5-1 as we move to the top of the 6th inning.
I don't know if I ever gave you Jamie numbers on Jamie last time.
And she bunts and a throwing error there on the pitcher, so that'll be the 2nd error by St. Joe.
So Jamie was only a bat 9 times and hit safely 6 of those. Or scored 6 runs. She had 4 hits, so she's 444 coming into this week with the bat.
So 2nd error on St. Joe in the contest. Kelsey Kyleman, who's grounded out and reached on the field to strike.
This is pretty good, but I don't know how she did it, but she's batted 9 times in 10 games.
That's pretty good.
Obviously had some walks.
Yeah, obviously.
So how do you do that?
Yeah. She'll square the bunt, bunts that one towards McDonald. She's got it. Gill is covering the bag at first, so they get the sacrifice bunt to move Denon down to 2nd. So the sack bunt, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Marian trying to extend their 5-1 lead as St. Joe down to their final 6 outs of the season. And the winner of this game will either go to Peru or Twin Lakes on Tuesday.
Triton baseball won 14-2 in 5 innings.
As that pitch to Devin Smith is down low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Riley High School Athletic Director Walt Bell joining us up here in the Newton Park press box.
So that was
a little quieter up here than it was last night at LaSalle, my friend. Here's the 1-0. That pitch is on the inside corner for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Yeah, I had a discussion with Katie about that today. Got her opinion on that one.
So that was Michigan State Marquette.
Marquette, okay. 1-1
and
pitch.
Westview beat.
Slow roller back to Anna Irons. She'll field. Throws over to first. Not in time. Infield single. Anna took her time fielding that ball. Really didn't charge it, and that'll be an infield single for Devin Smith.
And Westview beat Prairie Heights 10-6 in baseball.
That moved Jamie Denon rather down to third. Hit number 8 now for Marian. So runners at the corners with 1 out. And Courtney Kyleman will step in. She's 0 for 2. She's grounded out and she's lined out. And she'll take the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Runner goes down to second. No throw down, of course.
2 runners in scoring position. 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. That pitch is up high for a ball. Of course, we'll have more softball for you tomorrow night, 6:30 at Warsaw. It'll be Northridge and Concord for the sectional title. Saturday at 1, it's Clay and Riley at LaSalle Field. 1-1. Hit on the ground, foul down the first base line. Kyleman will step back in the left-hander's batter's box, facing a 1-2 count.
In baseball, Hamilton Southeastern beat Westfield 2-1.
1-2 pitch on the way from Anna Irons.
In softball,
pops straight up into the air, and the catcher cannot make the catch, as Drazier couldn't quite come up with that, so that'll fall in, and the bases are loaded for Marian. Third error by St. Joe.
Hamilton Southeastern also won on the softball side. They beat Carmel 6-3.
So 2 errors in this inning. Here comes Earl Keith out to the circle again. So St. Joe's committed 2 errors in this inning. They've committed 3 in the game. You can't be doing that when you're down 5-1 and you're down to your final 6 outs of the high school season.
What do you got for hits?
7. No, 8. Add 1 more over there. Now you got the top of the order with Jamie Young coming in, who's doubled, singled, and popped out. She's 2 for 3. Maggie Gillis is going to come into the circle here for St. Joe.
I'm still waiting for you to bring a hammer and break these windows so we can get rid of this glare in the camera.
You like me to do that, wouldn't you?
Robbie wouldn't mind over there, would he?
No, I doubt it. So we have a pitching change for St. Joe here, as Maggie Gillis will be the new pitcher. She'll come in to relieve Anna Irons. 5-1 Marian here in the top half of the 6th inning. We're going to make the change right here.
Stop the bleeding if they can.
They can. The bases are loaded with 1 out here in the 6th. Marian trying to extend their 5-1 lead.
Probably joy in Mudville in the Gillis house.
There probably is. It's been a while, I think. It's a good question. Of course, Penn,
call Kenny Peterson, he'd know.
Mishawaka beating Penn in the baseball sectional. Of course, South Bend Riley eliminating Penn in the softball sectional last night. So Maggie's got her warm-up tosses as Gillis comes in, and Rachel Cole now at second base.
What'd you say, Tim? Did you have an answer to that?
Your attention, please.
So Rachel Cole at second base, and Maggie Gillis, the new pitcher.
And in center field, number 14, Allison Van Tornhout.
Allison Van Tornhout goes to center.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I got it. Yep. Jamie Young, top of the order here. And that pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 from Maggie Gillis. Rachel Cole playing second base right now for St. Joe. And the pitch from Gillis popped up left field. And Brzezinski is there. The throw home will be cut off. The throw to third. They get the runner there.
Oh.
So they get the runner out there at third.
Third out.
and they run it, and the run will score. So add another run in there for Mishawaka Marian, so they get one run on a hit. There were two St. Joe errors as we will go to the bottom of the sixth. It's 6-1 Marian on BroadcastSport.net.
Mapletronics Computers is the place to find great computers, great service, and really great people. Stop by their showroom located at 2116 West Wilden Avenue in Goshen and see what's new in home and office computing. Their friendly service team is there to help with all of your computer repairs, whether you need a tune-up or a complete format and reinstall. New computers, high-speed DSL, Verizon Air cards, they've got it all. Mapletronics is your hometown store for computers and more. Give them a call at 534-2830 or visit their website at www.mapletronics.com. Mike's Sporting Goods, where champions are outfitted. Mike's has equipment and uniforms for every level. Being the only Adidas and Russell team dealer, Mike's offers the best pricing around. Call Kevin at 574-229-7999 and mention this ad and receive 20% off your next order. That's the fine folks at Mike's Sporting Goods.
Back on BroadcastSport.net here at Newton Park. 6-1 Marian leading St. Joe as we move to the bottom of the sixth. Sierra McDonald will lead it off for the Lady Indians. Popped out and walked and was stranded back in the third. That pitch on the outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls and one strike. And the winner of this sectional will go play the winner of either Twin Lakes or Peru next Tuesday at either Twin Lakes or Peru. Twin Lakes was leading that game. Last report, swing and a miss by McDonald. And it's 0-2.
Oh, Howard's logged in. Oh, that was last night.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought that was last night.
Yeah, it was.
No balls and two strikes. The pitch from Denon. Lost the grip on that one, and count goes to 1-2. Of course, we will have the South Bend sectional final coming up Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. South Bend Riley and South Bend Clay. The winner will either go to Concord or Northridge, who will play tomorrow night at 6:30 down at Warsaw.
Think there'll be scouts down there?
Might be. 1-2 pitch. That one hit to right center field. And the center fielder, Cassie Young, calling off Courtney Kyleman. That's out number one as McDonald flies out for the first out here in the bottom of the sixth. St. Joe down to their final 5 outs.
I bet there will be scouts there Saturday.
I'm sure there will be.
Maybe teams.
You could be. Might have a pretty good crowd there on Saturday at LaSalle Field. That brings up Lisa Gutierrez, who has singled and scored and has flown out a sacrifice fly. She'll hit one, two. Nice pick there by Jamie Young. And a nice backhand. That's out number two. 2 outs here in the bottom of the sixth.
Hope she does that in big league.
You hope so. So 2 down. Brings up the pitcher, Maggie Gillis. Sacrifice bunt in the second, struck out in the third. Yes, both the Little League Senior and Big League World Series have gone out to Sussex, Delaware this year.
Same time, same place.
That's right. That pitch is going to be high for a ball. The media coordinator, Roy Lamberton, that posted a thing on Twitter, I think today, about Phil Hamilton from Northern Indiana, who's going to be an umpire out at the Big League World Series out there in August.
And everybody from around here is all excited about that.
And the pitch is called strike, and it's 1-1. They sure are. They were dancing in the street when that announcement was made over the winner. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 outs. And Gillis slaps it foul down towards Coach Keith in the third base coaching box, and it's 1-2.
He stops it with a foot.
Yep. Miss Kitty Booker reached down and tried to stop it with her hands.
I did too once.
Yeah, I see. That's why you lost that one finger, right? Katie had an EC at the Bishop's Cup and had an EC in the sectional, then made a nice play the other night. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Gillis. That one hit towards left field and will fall in for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Gillis. That'll be the first hit off Denon, only the third hit for St. Joe in the contest. That brings up Jordan Wolcheski, who has singled and popped out 1 for 2.
I bet John's rooting for her.
Yeah, saw John walk in a little bit earlier. Of course, runs the Belleville Softball Complex, where we will have the Senior Central Regional this year, and we'll have it here on BroadcastSport.net this summer. We'll also have the Junior State Tournament that's going to be hosted by Chet Wagner Little League. That'll be a few days before the Senior Regional. That'll be held out at Chet Wagner. 1 on, 2 out. 1-0 pitch to Welcheski. Down low for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. 6-1 Marian here in the 6th.
Maybe she can hit one of those 12-run home runs.
He could be. With the bucket out there. We'll have to suggest that to Bob Schaefer and Kevin Weinberg about putting a bucket out there. There's a fly ball towards right field. Common's got plenty of room, and she will make the catch. And that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit. There was 1 left on the base paths, and there were no errors. We will go to the 7th. It's 6-1 Marian on BroadcastSport.net.
Since 1956, John A. Sibrel & Company has been helping their clients protect their financial interests. John A. Sibrel & Company gives friendly advice and helps you make the choices you want to make with your money. John A. Sibrel & Company is a member of the Chicago Stock Exchange. For more information on how you can protect your money, give John A. Sibrel & Company a call at 574-232-4854 or see them at 202 South Michigan Street, Suite 824 in South Bend.
The holidays are over, so now's the time to give yourself a gift from Verizon. Right now, get the 4G LTE Lucid by LG free, or the 4G LTE Spectrum 2 by LG for only $49.99 after $50 mail-in rebate debit card. Visit any Verizon store, VerizonWireless.com/holiday, or call 1-800-256-4646. Requires new 2-year activation. Upgrade, early termination, and other fees may apply. Coverage details at VerizonWireless.com.
From the Twin Lakes sectional, Twin Lakes leading Peru now 4-1 as they have played 5 innings down there. So right now Twin Lakes headed to the regional. Looks like they will possibly play the Mishawaka Marian Knights, who are 3 outs away from winning a sectional championship and moving on to the regional on Tuesday. They'll come to hit here in the top of the 7th.
Fort Wayne Carroll beat DeKalb 5-1 in softball. That's surprising.
As there's a ground ball, 1 hopper to Gutierrez, throw over to first. And Cassie Young grounds out 5-3 for the first out here in the top of the 7th inning. For St. Joe, it will be 7, 8, 9, bottom third of the order when the Indians hit in the bottom of the 7th, trailing 6-1.
DeKalb broke Lakeland's long winning streak and beat them twice the other Saturday in a doubleheader. Now they're out. Hopefully Lakeland will be out too.
Chesterton was knocked out by Crown Point the other night. Lake Central, who's been kind of dominant, also been beaten. There's a ground ball to Welsh. She'll fire over to first, the 6-3 put out, 2 quick outs in the top of the 7th. But Chesterton, who was ranked in the top 10 all year, knocked out. Lake Central, who, of course, has been pretty dominant in softball lately, knocked out in the sectional tournament earlier this week. So there have been several surprises in this sectional tournament. 2 outs. Brings up Shannon McCarty, the first baseman. Struck out, singled, and popped out. 1 for 3 on the evening. That pitch is fouled back, and it's 0-1. The ball's and 1 strike. Tomorrow night we'll have the Warsaw sectional. Saturday afternoon, the South Bend sectional.
Monday evening.
Baseball sectional at South Bend Clay. Then we'll have 2 softball regionals for you on Tuesday. And then obviously we will definitely have the 4A semi-state at Harrison on June 1st. Potentially the Twin Lakes semi-state in 3A. Here's the 1-1. They went on the ground towards third baseman. Gutierrez throws over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. St. Joe down to their final 3 outs as they trail 6-1 on BroadcastSport.net.
Creative Promotions Incorporated of Elkhart is your only stop for all of your great promotional needs. Call them for your spirit wear, work shirts, clubs, teams, races, or athletic wear needs. Call Earl Keys at Creative Promotions Incorporated at 574-532-5607 for a free quote. At Creative Promotions, our product is promoting yours. That's Creative Promotions at 3112 Lexington Park Drive in Elkhart. Give them a call at 532-5607. Give them a call at 532-5607.
Did you know that a thorough eye examination is an important part of your preventative health care? Since many eye conditions present no obvious symptoms, A professional eye examination is also critical in the management of other medical conditions such as diabetes and high blood pressure. The doctors at Eye Care Associates of Michiana have the experience and technology to keep your eyes healthy and seeing well. With offices in South Bend and New Carlisle, Eye Care Associates of Michiana offers convenient appointments, the biggest names in fashion eyewear, and the latest advancements in contact lens and surgical options. Visit eyecaremichiana.com today and make a professional eye examination with Dr. Morton, Oferly, or Robbins, part of your family's annual health care routine.
We are back here at Newton Park in Lakeville, Indiana, and the final score, Twin Lakes beat Peru by the score of 4-2, so Twin Lakes will host either Mishawaka Marian or South Bend St. Joe next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock at Twin Lakes High School in Monticello, Indiana. So 4-2 Twin Lakes, a winner, and they will host either Marian or St. Joe. And, of course, will be at Twin Lakes at 7 o'clock. We'll have that game here on BroadcastSport.net. Bottom of the 7th, 6-1 Marian. As Borzinski, leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 7th, takes a pitch for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Twin Lakes has moved on. So they will host the Regional Championship game on Tuesday night at 7. That ball is going to be hit to right center field, and that will be out of here for a home run. So Kaylee Morzinski with a solo home run to lead off the 7th inning. And it's now a 6-2 lead.
She almost hit the bus.
Yep, it's 4th hit for St. Joe.
But whose bus is that? I can't see.
That's Marian's, I believe. I believe that is Marian's bus out there.
Well, if she gets more credit, she would hit that.
Absolutely, but she hits that one out of there, and it's now 6-2. Here comes George Grennert. So nobody out, and a 6-2 lead for Marian. Then it gives up the solo home run to Kaylee Morzinski. So Georgia's conference ends. 6-2 the score here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. The winner will play down at Twin Lakes on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Of course, we will also have coverage of the 4A Regional as the winner of the South Bend Sectional will take on the winner of the Warsaw Sectional on Tuesday night.
Well, I got a baseball score.
Oh, did you?
Shakamak's up 5-0 over Clay City, so I got a Shakamak baseball score.
That's what you wanted. You were looking for that.
Bottom of 6, South Bend Marian's up 8-0 over Brown County, for those Southern Indiana fans listening. In North Central, Farmersburg's up tied it with Linton, 3-3 in the top of the 6th.
As Drazier, President Foul Ground, Shannon McCarty misplayed that. The wind getting that a little bit, and it falls harmlessly to the dirt. So Drazier will get another crack at it. She's down 0-1 after McCarty could not come up with the foul ball on the first base side. 6-2 the score here in the 7th.
Well, no score from Clay Riley yet. They just should have started 6 minutes ago if they started on time.
And that pitch is low in the dirt. They count 1 ball and 1 strike.
There's Elkhart Christian gets the honor of playing Lakewood Park tonight.
Oh boy.
That's at 5 o'clock, so that game's over, but I don't have a score.
1-1 pitch. That one on the inside corner for a called strike, and it's 1-2.
No outs.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one just misses on the outer part of the plate, and the count squares at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Marian 6 and St. Joe 2 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Maggie didn't look like she liked that call.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one shot foul right past Coach Keith. Brooke Vermesi, who was in the circle for Clay last night, didn't like some of the calls he was getting from our home plate umpire, and every now and then she kind of just glare at him like, where do you want me to throw this to get a called strike?
Must have worked.
It did. They ended up winning 9-2 over Mishawaka, advancing to the championship game Saturday afternoon. And the 2-2 pitch, high and inside for ball 3. The count will go full to Drazier. Solo home run here by Morzinski makes it 6-2. It's still nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. And the full count pitch. That's outside for ball 4. So Drazier with a walk. That will be the 4th walk issued by Marian pitching.
Now batting for St. Joe, number 9, Brooke Jude.
Brooke Jude will now step in here for the Lady Indians.
She's batting .500. 6 at bat. She's got 3 hits, 2 runs scored, an RBI, a walk, and a strikeout.
She'll face Denon.
And a run on air.
She'll swing at the first pitch. A little bit of a foul tip right into the catcher's glove on strike number 1. Nobody out, a runner on. 6-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Winner will go to Twin Lakes, who beat Peru 4-2. Well, 1 pitch. That one popped right back here, just to our right. Rolls up the protective netting, and it's 0-2.
That's like, takes talent to fall up the stairs.
Yes, it does. I'm sure you've done that a few times in your life.
I saw my secretary do it a number of years ago. It's pretty humorous, actually. Got to get full head of steam going to do that.
Absolutely. 0-2 pitch. That's low in the dirt for a ball. Count goes 1-2 to Brooke Jude. Denon's 1-2 delivery. And this is for a ball, and the count goes 2-2. Kind of a drop. It was. And it kind of just dropped off the table at the last second. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. That one is going to be poked and foul. Third base side. Remains 2-2. That might have been a little inside.
Robbie's asleep.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. That one's going to be popped towards right center field. Going back. Cassie Young can't come out with the caroms off of her glove.
Oh, no. Go.
Well, on that, Drazier had to wait to see if that ball was going to be caught. The runner's at first and second now.
Last week at that Adams-Mishawaka baseball game, the batter ran past the runner from first.
Oh, geez.
He passed him up, so he's automatically out.
Right. Almost happened there, too, because Drazier had to wait. And Jude made a big turn from first, almost caught up with.
I'm not sure she had to wait.
Well, first and second for St. Joe. Still nobody out, trailing 6-2.
And I'm not sure it's a matter of running out of an inning. It's a matter you got to get as many runs as possible.
Absolutely.
I think she should have dared.
And that pitch is down low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. St. Joe trailing 6-2. Runners at first and second. And that pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. One ball, 1 strike. And out there, Kelly Welch. She'll hit one. That's in the gap in left center field. They'll wave Drazier around. They will stop Jude at third, and now it's 6-3, as it's an RBI double for Welsh.
And the tying run is at the plate.
That is the second hit of the inning.
Right.
That would be correct.
We don't need Ben Jones to make any comments either.
No, it's 6-3. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. As looks like Georgia may make a change here. Talking to Mark McCammon at the moment, right outside the pitcher's circle. As it is 6-3, as St. Joe scored 2 runs.
Pitchers.
Yep. I would imagine we might see Alyssa Hassler here. And
that's not number 13, is it?
Number 10, that's Alyssa Hassler.
No, it's not. It's 13.
Oh, okay, so they're going to go back to McCarty.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Gonna go back to McCarty and put Hassler back on at first.
And Mack could go back to second, huh?
Yep.
Assuming.
So McCarty will come back in after pitching an inning and 2/3 earlier. 6-3 the score. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. St. Joe has scored a couple of runs. They have runners at second and third with nobody out. And as Darryl said, the tying run at the plate. So McCarty comes back into the circle. Hassler will go back to first base. The winner plays Twin Lakes. It was a 4-2 winner over Peru. It'll be at 7 o'clock on Tuesday night at Twin Lakes.
If we find some gas money, we'll probably have to go down and do that game.
Yeah,
huh?
I would think so.
Tim down there's probably got plenty of money for us.
No, I'm sure he does. Hitter Rachel Cole.
Marian. Now pitching, number 13.
Cole flew out in the 5th.
Batting for St. Joe.
So Cole steps in. Runners at second and third. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. 6-3 Marian. And first pitch from McCarty down low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
Ducks on the pond.
I have ducks in my yard too. Daisy and Daffy. Got them taking up shop in my front yard.
Where's Donald?
He's still down in Orlando. As that
They
pitch is
hit?
inside for a ball. Ball number 2.
By the way, my daughter got a kitten now to go with her cat. She's got Loki and Thor.
They can keep them.
The Russian Blues.
Oh, are they? 2 balls and no strikes, and the pitch high and outside for ball 3.
Yes, this
That's
is the one
it.
that walked
Yep.
in the first run.
Yep. When
The only
St. Joe
run.
take- Yep. 3 balls and no strikes. And here's the pitch from McCarty. And they're taken all the way for a called strike, and it's 3-1.
I don't think she wants to be reminded of that down there. And she's the one that finished the game they lost last year to St. Joe. The pitcher record.
3 balls and 1 strike, and the pitch. That's on the outside corner for a called strike, and it's 3-2. So the count goes full to Rachel Cole. Nobody out, 2 on here in the bottom of the 7th. 6-3 Marian.
Scoreless in the first between Clay and Riley.
And the 3-2. That one hit on the ground towards the shortstop. It's picked up, throw, gets away from Hassler, and the bases are loaded.
Cole reaches on the errant
So
throw.
the errant throw loads
That's the first
base.
error?
That's the second error, because I think that one on Cassie Young in center field,
Okay.
he had a
Yeah,
chance
you're
to
right.
make it, so
You're
that's
right.
the second error. So the bases are loaded with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th.
And Shannon walked in and run with
Yes,
the bases loaded
she
in
did.
first.
Sierra McDonald will step in.
Second, actually.
Popped out, flown out, and has walked. So 2 errors in the inning by Marian.
So we wouldn't be looking for a GS, would we?
I would. You never know. It's a called strike. 'Cause of course, if we did, it would end the game. 6-3 Marian. Nobody out. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Winner will go to Twin Lakes on Tuesday night. 1-1 pitch, hit on the ground. That one bounces off of the glove of Katie Bernard. Ones are in, and 2 runs will come in.
And she's safe at
And
third.
Jude is in, as is
Another run.
Killis.
Are you giving her an error, or is that hard enough hit to this hit?
Today and Welsh.
give that a hit, because that was hard. That was a hard hit ball. That was a tough play. We'll give that as a hit. But 2 runs are in, and now it's 6-5 with nobody out. And the winning run at second base for St. Joe. So Jude and Welch both score. Cole moves down to third. McDonald at second. We'll give that as a hit. Third hit of the inning.
And the Knights fans are just shaking their heads like, what is going on here?
Yep, they were up 6-1, now up 6-5. Nobody out in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, here's another meeting at the mound.
Yeah, here comes George again, and he just... See what we do here. There we go. Get rid of our hum for a minute.
For now.
Yep, that's fine.
Wonder what was causing that.
We know.
Well, I know what it is, but just not sure how to solve it.
So it looks like we're going to see Alyssa Hassler now. So Hassler is going to come in. St. Joe has the winning run at second base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th, trailing Marian 6-5.
Which of these girls is McCarty responsible for? Second base?
Second base. Oh, that's all. Yes. As well as Cole, both the second and third baseman. And runners at second and third, both.
So she could still take the loss.
Yes, she could. So Hassler going to try to go and stop the bleeding here. As it was 6-1, now 6-5, and still nobody out in the bottom of the 7th.
So this gets Hassler a save?
Good.
It would.
It would, yeah. If she can get the next 3 outs. We've got Cole at third, Sierra McDonald at second.
So for Shannon, she's just kind of out of luck. She can't get a save, and all she can get is a loss.
That's right. That's absolutely.
Or nothing.
So Marian leading by 1, 6-5 here in the bottom of the 7th. Nobody out. Winning run at second base in Sierra McDonald. And that will bring up Elisa Gutierrez, who is singled, flown out, and grounded out. 1 for 3.
She's got 2 home runs on the year, by the way, just in case you wanted to know that.
That could be in play here.
7 doubles and a triple.
Sierra McDonald represents the winning run at second base for St. Joe. And the first pitch from Hassler, high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. 4 runs scored by the Indians here in the contest, in the inning.
So Marian had 5 in the top of the 4th.
There's a ground ball. That goes off of the glove of Bernard. Another run scores. The throw to second base to get the other runners not in time. And we're tied at 6. So Cole scores from third. So a tie ball game. McDonald safe at second base. Again, still nobody out. Winning run now at second base.
It's kind of like last night your game with
absolutely
big innings.
Yes, it was. So that'll bring up Maggie Gillis with runners at first and second. Nobody out. The winning run, Sierra McDonald at second base. Gillis bunts, lays it down, picked up by the third baseman. The throw to first. That's in the dirt. Another error. The third error by Marian. A throw to second base, not in time. The winning run at third base for St. Joe and Sierra McDonald. So another error. Third error of the inning by Marian.
So Tim sounds pretty excited down in the counter from
Sierra McDonald representing the winning run for St. Joe and nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Tim Riley logged in to watch.
Yep.
From South Bend.
So 5 runs here in the bottom of the 7th to tie this game at 6 and still nobody out. This is the 9th hitter of the inning for St. Joe, and Jordan
They got to end it right here then. We can't mess up your score.
Yeah, no. Me and Coach
it doesn't matter as long as they don't go to an extra inning.
There you go. Here's the pitch. Actually, I do have 3 extra innings I can use on the score sheet, but if we go farther than that,
it messes up your
yeah, it does. I got to mark everything over 1. It's like Bob. I hate doing that. Bob always complains about that. 1 ball, no strikes to Wilczewski. Winning run, and Sierra McDonald at third. Wilczewski hits it on the ground. Here comes the runner. The throw to the plate is out. So So they try to get the job done there as McDonald gets thrown out 6-2 for the first out.
Base is still loaded with the fielder's choice.
Gutierrez moves down to third. She represents the winning run. Maggie Gillis at second base. And Walczewski's Morzinski will step in. So we will move the scoreboard over. Still tied at 6.
Yeah, the other night Bob had 16 runners in the first inning. That really messed his score
I'm sure
sheet
it
up.
did. Here's a ground ball, knocked down, the throw to the plate,
That's it.
and St. Joe has won the sectional for the second straight year as the runner will score as Gutierrez scores from third. In the inning for St. Joe, 5 runs on 3 hits. They leave 3 on the base paths, and there were 3 Mishawaka Marian errors. The St. Joe Indians have come from behind, and they defeat the Mishawaka Marian Knights by the score of 7-6. St. Joe moves to 23-8, and they will head to Twin Lakes on Tuesday night to play in the regional tournament. Again, your final, St. Joe 7 and Marian 6. Back with more from Newton Park after this on BroadcastSport.net.